There are some big-name war movies that we've all seen, but there are plenty of other less well-known movies out there, and not necessarily because of their quality. Here are 7 lesser-known war movies streaming on Prime this month, ranked by their Rotten Tomatoes score. Hyena Road. Based on real events, this movie tells the story of Canadian troops constructing a road deep in Taliban territory. While some locals are hostile, there are also some who are sympathetic to the Canadian cause, including one who may be a legendary ally known as the Ghost. The general consensus is that this film is an authentic portrayal of events, although some say it lacks the emotion expected in a decent war flick.
I need eyes on that road. There's gonna be fireworks. This is gonna get personal. I'm here, aren't I?
6-6 Bravo. We got a convoy heading our way. VIP call sign Bravo Delta Kilo exiting the vehicle. He's got Taliban.
3-9er Alpha, what's happening in the village?
We have hostile action against civilians. They're taking kids.
Cross of Iron. A wealthy Prussian officer arrives at the Eastern Front in World War II after requesting a transfer because he wants to win the Iron Cross. This doesn't go over well with a career soldier of lesser social standing. Much of the film is about this class struggle, but other aspects such as homosexuality in the Army at the time are also explored. When it was released at the same time as Star Wars, it flopped at the box office. But it's since been recognized as a pretty decent war movie and was the inspiration for Tarantino's Inglourious Basterds.
This is approach transit.
What are we doing here?
We are spreading the German culture throughout a desperate world.
Set in the Sobibor death camp, this film is both harrowing and inspiring. It tells the true story of Alexander Pechersky, a Jewish Soviet soldier who was captured by the Nazis and sent to Poland to face the gas chamber. Within 3 weeks of his arrival, Pechersky had helped organize a daring escape that brought about 300 Jews to safety. The film has been criticized for several historical inaccuracies, but remains a story of hope over adversity.
Их 12. 12 человек, мозг Собибора.
Не будем больше прощать.
Убьем их всех. Уничтожим мозг. И все будем уходить. Весь лагерь.
Скажи им, что бежали! Скажи им, что бежали!
15 minutes of war. Based on real events, this film tells the story of a bus full of children of French military officers who were taken hostage in Loyata in 1976. Independence fighters boarded the bus on the border of Somalia and Djibouti, forcing the French military into action. Elite soldiers were called in, and the kidnappers threatened to kill the children. It's tense from the start, forcing viewers to confront the realities of colonialism and terrorism.
There is nothing to negotiate. And I care about the children too. The children of my country. So they can be free one day. Not here to show good faith, teacher.
Mission of Honor. A group of Polish pilots fleeing mainland Europe joined the Royal Air Force. They face discrimination and language barriers as the T-303 squadron, but are determined to do their part to protect the skies over Britain. It's a bit of a cliché and didn't have the same budget as some of the epic war movies released in recent years. Still, it's a pretty good film that tells an important story.
For some reason, the RAF have deemed you fit for purpose.
Just get us up there and we'll finish the job.
Today's a training exercise.
4-5, back in formation now. Baskovich, Baskovich!
Every bullet fired out of these guns has to be considered, has to be the right choice.
Run, boy, run. The remarkable true story of Yoram Friedman, an 8-year-old Jewish boy who escaped from the Warsaw Ghetto and lived in the woods for 3 years. This film tells the story of how he survived, how those he met while living outside responded to him, and the many hardships he endured. How this story has remained so unknown is not clear, but this film brings it to life in a way that will leave you gripped and asking serious questions about humanity.
Mut hat der Bengel ja.
After showing off his driving skills and evading a German tank, Russian Junior Lieutenant Ivushkin is put in charge of a T-34. This Soviet tank is damaged, but Ivushkin and his crew show courage and skill in holding out against a tank platoon. Eventually, the Russians are captured and sent to a prisoners of war camp. After 3 years in captivity, he plans a daring escape in the T-34. It was released to mixed reviews, but is a solid action movie.
Ich gebe dir eine Chance.
Я даю тебе еще шанс.
Du stellst eine russische Panzerbesatzung zusammen.
Ты подберешь и подготовишь экипаж русских танкистов. В назначенный день ты выйдешь на полигон и покажешь все, что ты умеешь моим курсантам.
Ты разумеешь, что я тебе скончить должен зараз?